load your own Power BI too, so that we can all go through together. We'll be on the same bus, so everybody. So
What did you say, Ferdinand, before that? You said,
I said you guys should open your Power BI desktop too.
Okay. I need to register. Anyway.
I haven't done my own Power BI. Is this something that can be done in a few minutes?
Okay, share for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Now maybe like less than 5 minutes. Sure. Sorry, it's still loading.
Bro, Ferdinand, close that top bit first. Yeah, the one in on top of the Power BI itself. There's a
yes, that's what I want to close, but
the white one. The white one.
There's an X. There's an X on it itself.
Yes.
Not that one. No.
The white background on top.
Top right.
Top right.
Okay, this is covering it. Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thanks. Okay, yeah. So let's get our data from Excel workbook. Okay, so this is my data set. So it just it says data, and they have different products, and we have also different promotional strategies, and then they have various sites, various states. So they tend to take most of their products to many states in Nigeria to sell. So they group the state in terms of zone, in terms of channel of communications and all that. So let me just highlight everything and let me transform this data quickly. So I just want us to do our ETL first, then we'll go to our relationship, to create a relationship. Then from there, quickly, we'll then to now look at the data itself, see how we can do some calculations, then before we do our reports somehow, just to visualize what we've done so. So this is my channel. The first one is clean, but let us promote the first row as our header. So which is, you can do that from here. So this is fine now. So we have the channel key, channel name. Okay. Then we go to the next one. We have the same issue. So we can then promote. So we can then promote our role as a header, the first role as a header as well. I think that everything is fine with this. Okay. So we're just trying to clean our data just to make it look good. The same problem with this. So let's make our first role as header and do it from here. Okay, that's okay. So everything is all right. You can see the promotion key, you can see the promotion name, kind of strategy that they use in making sales more attractive to the public. So we have the states / zone. So yeah, the states, we have first column states. So we can also make the first column as first row rather as headers as well. So now we have states, we have state key, we have states, we have zones. So I want to replace this FCT with federal capital territory. So I can come here to copy this first, then come to FCT, right click to replace value. So I'm going to replace it with federal capital territory. So that's okay. Now you can see federal capital territory. So I can also remove the
quick one, Ferdinand. Okay. Yeah. That's what I wanted to say. The empty is showing 3%.
Yeah. So I can just remove the null. This is really disturbing. So I can, sorry. I can click on this, so I can, right click to remove rows. But normally I like moving rows from here. You can see, just remove rows. Click on it here. So what rows do you want to remove? Is it the top rows or bottom rows? So it's the bottom row. You can click on bottom row. So how many rows? Just one. So just put one, and off you go. Okay, so that's fine now. So the last one says details. Okay, so this other ID, the first column. So the way it's being structured, I want to put it as text. So I can come here and change data type and click on it, click on tests. So I can say add new steps. I can say replace current, Then data key, because once it's on the right-hand side, is going to sum it up, at the end of the day. So I can also do same for the dates key. Or let me put it on proper dates if it's going to allow me to do proper dates.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Okay.
From Excel, I don't know if it's the same thing here, but from the Excel, from the do data class, I understand that ID and key mean the same thing.
ID and key.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is order ID. Yeah, this is date key. It's for the dates, not for the products.
Right. So can we just say data key to make it uniform?
Sorry?
So can we just say order key? I'm just wondering, there's order ID, then date key, channel key, promotion key. So if ID and key mean the same thing, if they're used interchangeably,
okay,
for uniformity, I'm just thinking, why not say order key?
Because we might, let me see products here. Products key, let me see channel. Let me see state key, let me see promotion key.
Did it make sense? Does the comment make sense?
Yeah, but I like using this other ID. So.
Right. Okay.
No, date can be a key, right?
Yeah, I'm going to change the date. Sorry, I'm going to change it.
Yeah, it's not a unique ID.
So I can just change
as dates.
Yeah, I'm just going to change it to dates alone.
Then another quick one. When we deleted the bottom row, with null values, there was a state ID there.
There was what?
There was a state ID in the first column, GR. Was it okay to just take that off? So at the bottom there was a state ID there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks. I was just wondering whether it should be left there, but no. Sure that there's no value for that.
There's no value for it, so just take it out.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
So now these are sales details now. So we have order ID, dates, channel key, promotion key, state key, product key, So this is the main table for us now. So this is our main table. Then yes, this thing is done. So
sorry, Mr. Ferdinand, just to clear, why are we using the key?
because it's going to create that relationship. So now there's a primary key and a foreign key, right? So this data set now we have all the keys here. So meanwhile, they have their own primary key, like this channel. This is its own key here. You can see channel key here. Product key has its own. So product key here is a primary key, but in sales data is a foreign key. So that is what you can use to link the sales and the channels together, the products, the promotions together. So without that key, there's no way you can link everything together.
Yeah, carry on.
Okay, just let me just add to that so that
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you see, data, right, is structured in tables, you know, for relational databases or anything that has to do with relational data. It has to be in tables. So, like we've always said, you have a fact table and a dimension table. So this is our fact table now. But to make this table to be able to talk to other tables, to be able to relate to other tables, you need a connection. And that's what the foreign key does. You know, that's what the foreign key does. So in the original table, it's a primary key. But in this table now, is now a foreign key because you need that key to link with other table. That's how you can now
with the primary key. So they have to have something similar.
Yeah, you have to tie. That's what is tying them together.
Tie them together. Okay.
Or else they will not be able to talk to each other. You can't be able to retrieve data if you don't tie them together that way.
Okay.
You can analyze the data.
On the primary, it's been written as product key. So definitely we'll have it as that same name.
Yeah, for each one, channel, product, promotion, states, they all have their primary keys. Okay. Right? So if you now wanted to bring them into the sales details, you have to bring them in as they are now foreign keys here because they are linking you back to those individual tables so that you can do your analysis on this table.
Okay, then good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for that. So
sorry,
sorry,
just before we leave that, just a very quick one. Do we also have star schemas in Power BI?
Sorry.
Do we also have star schemas in Power BI, just related to this discussion we're having?
You know, before you asked that question, I was going to chip in that everything that was just explained now, linking out tables being linked to tables, that is how we get to form our data model. And that is where the concept of star schema comes through. So yes, we get to form that relationship, that star schema inside Power BI as well.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so yeah, thanks everyone. So I think we are done with this data now. So let's just close and apply. Yeah, so thanks. So I have visitors at home today, so no worries, it's fine. So I can come. So let's come to our model view. Let's see how it's being structured. So you can see we have the relationship intact now.
So now here we have managed to form our star schema, where all of the dimension tables are directly linked to the fact table.
So this is our fact table. This is the main table.
Yeah.
Okay. That's our sales data table. And you can see that because of the key here, we were able to link this key here to this key here. You can see. Then because of this product key here, we were able to link it to the product key here. You know, because of this key here, we were able to also link it. So, sorry, so yeah. So we can link the two together, channel key, then promotion key.
Please right click on one of them, one of those relationships. Let's look at the properties. No, the relationship itself, the arrows that you were.
Okay, yeah.
Right click and let's go into properties. You see, yes. So you can see how the relationship was formed here. And then the cardinality, which is also same as relationship. The cardinality is calling it many to one. Sometimes we say one to many, you know, one being the dimension table linked to many, being the fact table where we got a lot of, for example, for promotion, we've got just one promotion key, one particular type of promotion key appearing in that promotions table. But on the sales table, that same particular key can appear as many times as possible. Hence the many to one where that comes from. I just thought to give that in.
Thanks.
Could you repeat that again, please, Sister Debbie? Just repeat, please. Yeah.
Yes.
About the promotion stuff, yeah.
Yes. So under cardinality, where we've got cardinality, if you click the drop down button, there's different types of join, so to say, that happens, you know. And in our case, we've got, it says many to one. Sometimes we call it one to many, which is always what we aim to get. And the many side, like your orders table, a particular product has been bought many times. So it appears many times on the orders table. But on the product table, that particular product is appearing just once because it's unique there. Hence, when you make that link, that join, we call it one to many. That is dimension, which is one to many, which is the fact table.
Yeah, very clear. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Auntie Debbie, for that explanation. So another thing I want to do here again is to create hierarchy, because basically I have different products here. You know, I have product name, product category, and sub-product category. So I just want to create an hierarchy. So just to put it in proper context, so that when I drill down from one part, I can see what's going on. Sorry, one second. Sorry about that. So just for me to create a kind of a point where I can always drill down to a particular product. So I don't need to start going to pick one product and check, you know, if I want to match it with series. But if I just pick the product hierarchy as a whole, that in there I have the product category, I have the product subcategory, and I have the product name, just all in one. Then I can always drill down. So maybe you don't understand. Maybe once I do, then you understand. So come to this place, product category. This is the first layer. That is the first level. So right click on it. So just say create hierarchy. You create it. Okay. Then you can see it's here now. Once you expand it from here, you can see you have only product category there. Okay. So what's the next thing? It's going to be product subcategory. So you can just come to product subcategory here, right click on it. So just say add to hierarchy. So add to what? Product category, click on it. So once you expand it now, you can see it's there already. Then the third one is the product name. You click on it, you right click, add to hierarchy. Come here, you pick it from here, and that's it. So if I should close it now, you can see it's not there now. You can't see it until you expand it. So we have product category, subcategory, and product name. Okay, so in that same aspect, I can also do for the so now I have for the states and zone. So you can see I have states, I have zone. So which one is bigger? I think is zone should come first before states. So I can also create my hierarchy there. So I'm going to tell you why I'm going to do that. Just create hierarchy. Then
Zone is smaller, or what do you think, Mr.
so
Bernard?
no, zone is bigger now.
Is
For
it?
instance, in Nigeria now, you have 6 zones, right? We have the southwest, southeast, south. We have the northwest, northeast, north central. So in northeast, you have states in northeast. You don't get it now. States, we have 36
Like a
states.
region. So you're talking about
Yes,
regions now.
like a region, yes. So which one is bigger? Is it not region?
But can't you have a zone within a state? A zone A, zone B, zone C
No,
within?
look at the bigger picture now. Just look at the bigger picture. Once you zone a country, you say, okay, I have 4 or 5 zones in this country now. And in that zones, you have states inside those zones. Okay, so the one that is much more higher is the zone or region. Anyone, of course, wants to call it. So if now I want to drill it down to maybe specific zones, so okay, yes, in Aberdeen, let's have zone A for maybe city center, zone B for Jigger, but that is not the kind of zone I'm talking about here. So in a bigger picture, the zones is always bigger than the states.
If we look at the data itself, we'll see what's under the zone in this case, then we will know which hierarchy is.
Yeah, so once you look at the, maybe let me go back.
Yeah, the data will definitely clarify. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's clear.
So you can see, yeah, so you can see zone, southeast. Abia, where is Abia? Is in southeast. So Abia is a state in southeast.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear
meaning
because
that
you didn't see the data before. That was why.
okay.
You could. Yes. Thanks.
Okay, that's fine. So let's proceed. So let's complete our hierarchy for the. So now come to states. Right click on states, add to hierarchy, which is zone. So again, is working. So again, I don't really need the state key, but the state key has done its bits just for me to create that relationship. That's the essence of the state key. So I can hide it. I can hide the old keys. I don't need them anymore. Same thing applies to the products. For the products key, I can also hide this. So power of time, don't let me go into that. So now we've done our relationship, we've seen how everything is being formed, and we can then see, yes, we're almost good to go now. So we can then come here to start some work, some calculations here. So let me go to my sales data. So my sales data here. So you can see that here we have what's the time? Okay, we have unit cost, unit price, unit quantity. So with this, I can get my my total costs. I can get my total sales and profits. I can also say, okay, from these profits, let me know when I'm going to break even, or rather when I broke even or made profit or loss. So I can also have those ones here. So what I need to do first is just to create a table, just to create a new column. So just click new column. So this new column, so I want to call this column, let's say, total cost. Total cost. So my total cost is always my unit costs and my order quantity. Sorry guys. So now I have my total cost. So I can then say, okay, square brackets. Sorry, square brackets. So let me bring in my unit costs, multiply by what's my quantity. So get your quantity here, order quantity. Yeah. So just press enter. So that's my total cost. So I don't like the way it's looking. So I can say, okay, let me have 2 decimal places. So just click on this. So it's going to work it out for us. So you can see total costs, Then from here, I can also get my total sales now. So just come new column, click on new column. If I'm too fast, just tell me. The what name I want to call it, so you can say total is total sales. My total sales is order quantity multiplied by unit price. So you don't just open square brackets. So square brackets, unit price multiplied by square brackets, order quantity. So click enter. So now I can also then get my profit. So new column. So it's going to be, the name is going to be total profits. Total profits. Then square brackets. What is it? So it's going to be sales minus costs. Total sales minus costs. That's my profits. Total costs. That's my profit. So I can also, do it to 2 decimal places. Just work it out for me. Okay. Yeah. So now I have my total costs here. I have my total sales. I have my total profits. So what I can also do next is just for me to now say, okay, let me create a status where if my sales is greater than 0, that's going to be gain. So if it's less than 0, that's going to be loss. Okay, so let's quickly have that. And so I'm going to call this column status. Just for us to see at a glance, okay, if we are making profit, gain or loss or not. Okay, so what we then need to do is just to say, okay, if because you are trying to give a command, so if then open brackets, if profits, sorry, total profits, if total profit, just pick it from here. If total profits is, let's say, is less than is less than 0, then you need to now put because we don't have value now, so because we're going to write it in alphabetical manner, so there's no value to put there. So we need to put a quotation mark, sorry. So if it's less than 0, that is loss. Then otherwise it's gain. So sorry, the loss should be yeah. Otherwise gain. Then because it's okay now, then you can just close it. Do you understand that part? Hello,
Yes,
guys.
I understand. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So now, yeah, so we are done with this now. So I think I'm okay with all these ones here now. Then we can then say, okay, let us see how we can then, visualize what we've done so far. So you come to our reports section, just for us to visualize what we've done so far. So, so I can just bring in my card. It's okay. It's okay. What is my total profit in all? So just scroll down, click on total profits. So that's my total profit there. Then I can even say, okay, before I tell that story, okay, before I tell that story, so how many quantity did I really, was sold? How many quantity? So let's have my card too. Let's have another card. Sorry, let's have another card. Total quantity. That's my total quantity here. So then this is my total profits. So then I can also say, okay, based on my total quantity, I was able to sell, XYZ for me to make a profit of this. So let's just have quantity and profits alone. Okay, then I can also say, okay, let me now match my hierarchy and my sales or my total profit. So you can see I have my product hierarchy here. Okay, so I'm going to pick, let me pick cluster bar charts now. Yeah, so I'm going to pick my product category and my total sales. So let me expand this so that you will see that's where that dealing will be much more efficient now. So now we have maybe I should just really focus like that. So we have the products that we are selling: audio, camera, camcorders, cell phones, computer, and all that. So I can drill to say, okay, what are the subcategory under computer? You see, computer is selling fast. So I can just come in, right click on computer. I'll say drill down. So I have different subcategory of computer. I have computer accessories. I have desktops, laptops, monitors. So all of these projector and screens, selling fast. So I can also drill down to say, okay, what are the real products, under it that is selling fast. So I can drill down. So you can see I have what kind of, projector, what make. So you can see I have different makes here. This one is selling fast. At least we sold over, we made profit of about 452,000. Then let's see the one you are not making much profit here. That's all. So that is essence of drilling down. Okay. Then we can then say, okay, in all of this, let me now add which zone is giving me much more profit. So I can bring this zone, drop it here, bring my sales states, drop it here too. So now I have the first part, I have the product category, I have product subcategory, I have product name, I have the zone and the state. So let me go back so that let's drill up now. Let's drill up, then you understand what it have done. So this is the first part. This is the product category in all now. So you then have, for us to drill down, for us to see the sub products, you can then say, okay, you drill down, right click on it, click on the drill down, you can see projector, laptop. So drill down to laptop, projector, drill down is going to give you this. So in all these units, all of these product units, so where do you make your sales most? So you can also drill down from here to check which zone is giving you more. So you can see that it's from the northwest zone. So in that northwest zone, so which state in what northwest zone is selling fast for you? So you can drill down to that, so you can get it. That is Zamfara. You get, so that's the essence of that. For you to have an hierarchy, so that you can then have a very good picture from the product down to to the state level, where you can see at a glance, without not picking from here states and product category, zone and product like that. Yeah. So let's go back to our reports now. So yeah, so that is done for that. So we can then say this is okay. So I can then say, okay, let me then have my donut charts. So the donut chart, just that we have different products here. So it's going to be some cluster, but it's fine. You can still do with that. So let's do our total profits. Our total profit against our products. Let's do that. Let's see product name. Let's just go straight to my product category. I'm sorry. My products and my total sales, not profit, total sales. That drill down here. Product name, sorry. Product name. Sorry, 1 second. Let me just get it out. So it's not picking everything for me.
What are we trying to do?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring out the product versus the profits. So all of my products. So I have the product name. Okay, not from here. Sorry, not from this. So this is my product name. So, against the
It's only giving you one product at a time.
yeah, but it shouldn't. So that's why I did that hierarchy. It shouldn't give me one product at a time. Okay, all right. Let me just go back. I'm going to remove it. Let me just go back. Let me have my donor chart here. So I think I'm going to have my profit by
What if you use the subcategory? Will it work?
not going to work.
I think there's a step you missed before. There's a missing step somewhere.
No, I don't think so. But normally, once I just pick the sales, I'll just match it up with the product. Then I'll see at a glance, what's,
Because when the donut chart appeared, when you click on the donut, it segregated everything. It divided all the boxes, divided all the stuff when you brought it in.
yes.
But when you started clicking it started giving you 100% instead of giving you the percentage.
Yeah, this is it.
Now it broke it down. Now look at it. It broke it down into different sections.
This is all right. Yes, this is it now.
But once you start clicking it to give you 100%,
I need to put I need to put those values to it now. So I'm going to match it with my total sales. I match it with my total sales. Then I can also match the product with it too. That's what I want to do.
I think there's no data that breaks it down here. Probably that's why.
Which data?
There should be a data that breaks down what you want to achieve that is not here yet, that we've not done.
It's like, for instance, now, so once look at this data now, this query one here. This is for, for us to get the product itself. We'll match it with the sales. So from the first product down to, so let me drill up. Okay, I did not drill up. That's what is costing it. So I need to drill up. So I need to drill back. That's what is costing it. So let me go back now. You can see.
Yeah, wow, that's interesting. Okay, because you didn't drill
Yes,
back up.
yes,
Oh,
I need to drill up.
that's interesting. Wow.
So I can also create a table too. You know, I can also create a table and match it with same thing. So products hierarchy, and let's say I'll be doing sales. Let's say total profits now. Yeah. So yeah. So I can then have, let's say, slicer for where is my slicer for promotional key, promotions. Let's see, promotions. Okay. I can then also have for slicer for promotions. Sorry, I then have for status. Okay, so let me just do the last one. Let me have a slicer for, okay, let me have for, this is for sales. Let me demonstrate that one here. Maybe for
zones or something? No?
yeah, I can just do by zone. It's fine. I can do by zone. Total sales by zone. Yeah. That says by zone. So let's see if we can quickly verify our report for, let's see, like 10 minutes before we post it. So yeah, so I can insert text box. I can call this text box. Just want to know this system that is not. So I can just say Suftnet says data, but Suftnet says analysis. Yes, I like this one. Then we can then maybe choose something better. We can increase the fonts. Let's say 14. Is 14 okay? Maybe we can increase it a little bit. Let's say 18. Okay, 18 is fine. Okay, so we can centralize it. It's okay. Yeah, center. Okay. Then we can also bring in, maybe because of the company, we can bring in the logo here. So let me just pull this one down a little bit. Yeah, so we can then bring in an object so you can see image or shape. So let's bring in image. I think I have softness somewhere. Or something. Okay. I just put the name of the company as the company logo here. Yeah, so fine. So what can be done now? We can just say yes. Let us see. We can do other modeling parts. So let's do view. So let's go to our teams. You can pick any of the teams here based on your color, the color of the company. So let me just pick this one here. You can see it's going to change it. So I can also customize my color as well. So I can go down to customize it. You can see customize current themes. So you can click on it. So you can choose which one you want. So you can just choose the first three. So I can say, okay, yeah, this is this first color. Let me just change it. I don't want something like I want something like this. Maybe I just want something like this. Yeah. Yes. So I'll then apply that. Come to the second color. Maybe I want something like blue. You apply it. Then maybe I want something like yellow. You apply it. So I want yellow. Then apply it. Then I can then apply no. So you can see it's doing some magic for us. So yeah, I can then say, okay, let me align these two properly. Then I can see here, I can tend to now make it, let us try and see how we can make it more look good. So we can come to general, right? You can come to general, you can come to effects. So the background is white, so white is okay. Transparency, so visual border, let's turn it on. Then the shadow, let's turn it on. So the visual border, let's go back to there again and see. Let us make it somehow curve, rounded corners. Let us curve it a little bit. So you can just, it all depends on your choice. So you can see now the curve is there now. Okay, so we can also say, okay, so let's, so we can also say, okay, so we can also change the color if we want. So it all depends on our choice. Okay, depend on our choice. So let's go back to general again. Let's say the title 2 is off. Let's put it on. What else can we do here again? Let's go to effect and see what we can do there. Color, background is white. So can we change the background to, let's say something, something blue. Then can we change the text to, can we change the font to something, let's find the fonts now. Try to, let's say, color text. Is black, so let's make it. I'll make it white. I'll make it bold. Let me see. No. I don't like that. So so let's go back. So so we can be tweaking it on our own. So it's not something that is that difficult. So it depends on your choice. It will depend on your company's colors. So you can then choose whatever you want, what color you want to visualize for your data. Okay, so the part I just want to show us now, it's one other part where I can let me finish with this one first. Just finish with this one. So the title again, let me go back to my title. The fonts, okay, let's put that as black. So the background, let me change the background to white. It's not coming up right. So my background color, let me see black. Black should be fine. Black should be fine. So let me now go to the text. Text should be white. The title, subtitle, background, transparency, transparency, image transparency, let's see.
A white background will not really, a white text on a black background will not really.
So,
Yeah,
but okay, Alice, thank God that you
should be the
just,
other way around. Maybe white background and black text.
yeah, that'll be fun. Background, let's see, white background. Let's- Wait, backgrounds. Okay. One is white, transparent. The shadow is on. What else again? Let me see what is here. The icon is white. Icon is black. Okay. Is okay. It's not that visible. Let me go back to my whites. Black. What else can I do again? Let me go back to property. Right is okay. So I don't need anything there. The title 2 is fine. So it can be bold. I can't align this. It's aligned already. So the background is white. Follow is this one not better?
It's not good for the eyes.
Eh,
Yeah, for the eyes of stakeholders, you have to, because a black text on a white background is good, not a black background on a white text. It will not show at all if it's the other way around, because the black will cover the text. You know,
true.
yeah.
White, black background and white text, right?
No, white background. So that's the under, yes. Then you now can have something lighter on top of it. So it could be
Okay.
black, it could be orange, it could be whatever lighter as a text.
Okay.
So that's what will come on top. That's what will sit on the background.
Yeah. Okay. Should be here. So whatever icon choose by sorry. I have to on my choose by. Yeah, first one, first column. Label color. First font. First reboot. Color should be white. Okay, so let me just pick. Let me just pick this one. Just pick this one. Let me just pick this one. Just pick this one. So white background is okay. And it's 50% transparent. Then the border is okay. We've done the border aspects. Then the shadow aspect, we've done the shadow. Then more options. The text, set label. Set text should be black. Text is black now, right?
It's already, you've done it already. It's black already.
Yeah, so it's fine. So I can drop same thing on this place just to make it uniform because of time. So just come to home. So format painting. So just drop it there. It's going to automatically transform that part. Yeah. So this one I can say okay. The title is off. Title should be on. Title should be bold. The text is okay. So what can I do to this one again?
Maybe background color.
Okay, background color. So what color should we put? Okay. It should ordinarily go to. Let me go to it at effects. Okay, let me go to effect and do this. So my background should be this color. Is that okay?
It looks nice. That's Mr. Debbie's favorite color.
Okay, so we can also visualize the border too. Let's turn it on. Let's make it curve a little bit. Let's give it a shadow, nice shadow. I think that is fine. So for this, just have only one here. So you can quickly do the same thing. So of course, let me just do the table. So the table is different. table is equal. So I'll come to this place again. So the table, let me go to the style and defaults. No, let me do it very nice flashy rows. That's fine. Let me go back. Let me look at the grid. Horizontal grids. Where's my vertical grids? Let me turn the vertical grid on. Let me turn the horizontal on. So what color? White is fine. White is fine. Vertical. White okay too. White should be fine too. So let me not waste my time there. So more options. I think that one is better now. So we can just, okay, let us, for the heading, we can change the style of the heading. Okay, style of the heading. The title is off. So text, let it be bold. The color is black. The background should be that color. I've clicked on something. Yeah. So at least just to try and get the picture too. So just something that we can play around with. Yeah. So if of course you don't want to go through all of these visual icons there, you can just use that that themes immediately, just to create your visualization and make it whatever color that you want. So you can just come and just pick any color you want. You can just pick this one and off you go. You get. So you can change, you can do anything you want with it, depending on the color, your style, depends. So another part is we can also do the mobile layout for it, for our stakeholders who want to view it from the mobile phone. So you can do mobile layouts here. So click on mobile layouts. So you can just be putting everything the way you want. So this is my heading. So yeah, that's my Suftnet. So let me just put the Suftnet logo somewhere. Software logo should be somewhere here. Yeah. So then I can bring in my total profits. I'm bringing my my total quantity. Yeah, so I can also quickly bring in my total sales. Yeah. Then I can also bring everything. I'm going to do something on this pie charts now, my donut chart there. I'm going to do something here. So you can bring in your table. I think I'll just bring the slides out here and that's it. Yeah, so we can then go back to our report. So I'll just click on this. Yeah. So yeah, so I was talking about this donut chart. So we can do a lot of stuff. We have a lot of wording. So let me focus it. We have a lot of wording. So for us to create space, we can do something here. So let's come here. Let's go to general. No, let's visualize this. Let's go to legends. No, is here. Let's scroll down. I want to close those this legend. I want to close it because just to create space for it, because it's always better for us to always create space for us to be able to visualize what we want to speak to our stakeholders, all about. So I think let's see. Let me see advanced solution. Let me go to label first. Label scenario. Let's see label scenario.
So you are trying to remove the product category information so that I can put the slicers there, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So I'm trying to remove this is called legend. This very one. This space is called legend. So for me to turn it off, I need to put all of these products here so that this donut chart will be bigger and these other figures too will also be bigger. That's what I want to achieve with that aspect. I think we can achieve it. Let me see properties. I should see if I'm not seeing property. What's on this report? Turn them on.
I think these buttons are for formatting, right?
Which one? Should this
All
yes,
these
yes.
ones are for like
For formatting. For
yeah,
you to
but
change.
to remove, I'm not sure if you can do it here. That's just my own guess. So.
No, I can't do it here. It's just for me to turn off the button. That's all. just for me to turn off the button, I'm just looking for I'm looking for, this is format now. This format, this is what I want to remove, this legend here. Okay. This formats. This is legends. This is detailed label. This is what I'm looking for. So you can see that the label content is telling me data value percentage.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can say, okay, give me all data labels. You can see, so I have computer there now. I have cell phones, I have TV, videos, camera, and camcorder. This is the same function this legend is doing. So I can then go to
Now
legend.
turn that one off now.
Exactly. I
Turn
can
the
turn
legend. Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
This is what I have to achieve. So when we go back to the report, and then I can also do some stuff just to make this figures bigger. This here. Input to replace. You know, all of this stuff, you know, once someone continue to train with it, then it can master the way it works. That's right. Side label, inside label. That's right. Resume. So it's going to be set backgrounds. This is that one is header. Choose next. Is it changing at all?
It's not responding.
It's not changing. Well, let me not waste your time. I know. So let me just go back. So that's that tool. So just for me to visualize what I've done and also tell a story with it. And it's just like a snapshot. Then normally, once you are using your donut chart, it's always good for you to represent with just 3. You know, once it's getting to 4, it's not the beauty will not be out, so you will really get the true picture. So you can also, you know, tend to say, okay, let us see the gain aspect. So there's going to be a response. Once you click on your slicer and your gain, it's going to be a response. Let's see loss. You can see. So you made a lot of losses in your computer, you can see. So you can also drill down to say, okay, which states are you guys making that huge loss? Which states? So that will determine the kind of promotional strategy you put in place. So for the zone, Southeast is giving you more, greater losses. Then you can drill down to see, okay, what states. That's the Ebonyi state is giving you much loss. So you can then say, okay, what kind of promotional strategy you can put in place. So you have the normal conventional adverts, promotions, August promotions. So will you have any impacts? You can see it does not be, you know, there's no impact there. So that's one of the things maybe they will need to look at properly. Let's see, Easter is not also impacting as well. Let me see, Harmattan promotion. So that means Christmas promotion is giving them much sales there. Sorry, okay, losses, sorry. Let me pick the- Okay. So what happened is, Tolu, you know what happened? Their promotional strategy, they've not really put them properly into proper context. Okay, they've not really put them into proper context. So that's why they will need to go back and have a brainstorming session on why these are not working. Okay, because to me, they are not really working. Yeah. So that's fine. So let me drill off now. So and drill off. Yeah. So that's that too. So,
Wow. Ferdinand is now a wizard.